We are back in Mexico, and during this trip to Mexico with my family, we have visited a lot of attractions that involve animals. For example, we have rode horses in La Marquesa, close to Mexico City, and in Piedras Encimadas Valley, which is next to the historic town of Zacatlan. Visited in Bursa Aquarium in Mexico City, and African Safari in Puebla. So birds at Xochimilco, and our hotel in Acapulco has sea turtle release program. Hotel employs biologists to take care of the turtle eggs, and hotel guests can observe turtles hatching when it's the season. Involvement of animals in tourist attractions and also in leisure activities have raised a lot of concerns. It's mostly related to the concerns with animal welfare, how animals are kept, whether enclosures are adequate for these animals, and if they are trained, is the training cruel. Elephant riding is one such activity that has been under strong criticism because of the cruelty that is involved in maintaining and training elephants who tourists are riding. And tourists have participated in that activity basically out of lack of awareness regarding the cruelty involved in elephant riding. Zoos have been criticized for keeping wild animals in captivity, sometimes in enclosures that are not fit for purpose. Some of such critiques grew after Harambe, the gorilla, was killed in Cincinnati Zoo. Most zoos now contain a population of animals that have been bred in captivity and never lived in the wild. For example, these penguins arrived in Mexico from a zoo in Japan. Zoos around the world maintain a genetically diverse population of endangered species and ensures the survival of these species that are faced with destruction of their natural habitat. Many zoos also have research and breeding programs. For example, African Safari has been successful at breeding golden eagles, the eagle found on Mexico's coat of arms. Most attractions that involve animals have educational purpose, or at least they claim to. That is the reason why we have visited these attractions. Basically, we wanted our children to have encounters with animals, learn a little bit more about them, and appreciate the diversity of life on Earth. Education requires good interpretation provided on site and the willingness of visitors to learn. Thus, the educational mission is difficult to fulfill. Some of the providers of animal involving activities are actually doing greenwashing. They're basically not caring for animals and just responding to market demand for more encounters with nature. Regarding the attractions involving farm animals, in addition to above critiques, such attractions are criticized similarly as sectors of animal agriculture for increasing the headcount of farm animals, which contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and thus climate change. And depending on where the farm is located, it can be also contributing to destruction of wildlife habitat. Most tourists do not condone animal cruelty and do not want to harm animals while on holidays. With a basic research prior to the trip and general understanding of ethics, the prominence of animal cruelty used for leisure in tourism can be significantly reduced. There has been already a lot of progress done due to the work of NGOs and changes in market demand. And hopefully in the future tourists will have meaningful encounters with wildlife, will learn more about them, and will value conservation and protection of planet.